All right, the dumbbell RDL. Excellent movement, fantastic. Obviously barbell, in my opinion, is superior, but the dumbbell can provide a bit of a unilateral sort of approach and exposure, strengthening a weaker side as you do it because you're still lifting the same weight both hands. Now, technique is still the same. Any RDL is very much similar in terms of technique. You'll see I've got the dumbbells on a bench. Just save you picking them up off the ground because that's half the battle, right? If you start lifting heavy, you've got to get down on the ground, you've got to strap them up, you've got to squat back up in a safe position. Start them higher. It just makes more sense. All right, so start up. So if I come, I'll go about here so you can see. I'm going to start them at about a 45, so front on, they sit like that, and as I proceed, they're going to stay like that with a slight rotation inwards. It just allows for an easier and smooth movement. Chest is up, my hinge over, slight bend in the knees. Feel the stretch through the hammies, pull back up again. Hinge over, chest forward, slight bend in the knees. I see people do that way too much. It's too much knee flexion, okay? You're basically squatting the movement. We want to hinge and perform the movement correctly. Hinge and perform the movement correctly, okay? It's a hinge over, get below the knee, pull back up again. That's the fundamental of a dumbbell RDL, okay? If you feel your back, it means you're not bracing your core, generally speaking, unless you've overloaded your back due to a previous exercise, or you've just done multiple sets of this, which is fine. An RDL can have flexion in the back. Don't be fearful of having flexion in the back, as long as your core is engaged and you're bracing correctly. So what I always say, use the analogy, if you're about to get tackled in a, say, rugby league game, rugby union game, you know that you're about to get hit, you've got the ball, you brace. Everything is tense because that provides more cushioning. That's the same thing you do before you proceed with this movement. Brace everything. Everything's tight and then hinge over. I guarantee you it's a game changer in terms of ensuring that you're not using your back to lift this movement. The second thing is if the weight starts to get heavy, don't be afraid to use straps. Figure sixes for dumbbells, figure eights for barbells. It'll be a game changer because you do not want to be thinking about losing your grip when you're lifting heavy. You'll start to focus on your grip going rather than the movement itself. That's when injuries occur. So don't be afraid to introduce straps. All right, dumbbell RDL, give that one a go. I highly recommend it.